Hi, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kelly Pitts, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas. And I have been a demonstrator since 2005. So it's been a lot of fun. I've always done it part-time in addition to my regular job. And this last year I was able to give up the other job and just do Stampin' Up! Full time. So that's fun and exciting and busy. So thank you again for tuning in. And I want to show you today how to make one more of the cards in my series that I'm going to be making for my Christmas card making retreat. Yeah, that's what it's called, I think. Forgot what I titled it. October 27th and 28th here in Lubbock. If you're in the Lubbock area, you'll just have to check with me. I'm not sure if all my slots are sold out or not. I'm getting close to selling out. And I'm also offering some class to go kits, like a retreat in a box kind of thing. So I already have one of those committed and hoping for a second one of those. So I'm excited that you've joined and I hope you like this card. This is one of the simpler ones. I do a lot of detailed cards because I really enjoy it, but I love getting that wow from beginners who make their first card, and that's always exciting too. So either way, glad you've joined in. I'm going to make this a quick little video so that all the people who did get the class to go can just make this card out of their kit. So please let me know who you are and where you're from. If you'll make a comment, that would be awesome. And I'll know if you're on Facebook, you can, let me see if I can find the little banner that tells you what to do here. There we go. That this is the way you'll show up if you're on Facebook. You'll show up just as a Facebook user, unless you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard permission to view your likeness, name and likeness. So that's all there is to that. Would love to be able to say hi to you when you pop on. And we will get started. We're going to do another card. Let me switch this over to a different view here. We'll switch that. Now, you ought to be able to see what I'm working on now. I have already pre-cut the cardstock and everything so that it makes it faster for us. We've got a piece of 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock, scored at 4 1/4, just like you usually do. And we'll use our bone folder. Oops, I switched those the wrong way. How did that happen? I thought I had it the other way. Did I hit it with my sleeve, I guess? I don't know. Okay, we're just going to burnish that with our bone folder on the side there. And we're ready. We're going to be using the Merriest Trees bundle, which has some great dies. I'll show you, and they don't come with this magnetic sheet. I bought those separately. But we have all different sizes of the trees that we can make, and all the little packages and stars and little cane basket for underneath. Tons of wonderful things. And that bundle is from the Merriest Trees. It's in the catalog on page 12 in the holiday catalog, the September through December catalog. And the Merriest Trees bundle is $55.75 for all the dies and for the stamp set. And that's number 162048 if you're interested. Would love to have you shop with me and use my host code that is up on the screen if you're interested in purchasing any of the products that we're using today from Stampin' Up. Also, we'll be using the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder, and this is number 154317. And we'll also be using that one is in the annual catalog. And this one is the Christmas Tidings embossing folder, and this one is not a 3D folder like the other one is. And it's number 162115. So glad you're here. I think that's the main thing we're using. Also the Stylish Shapes dies for the banner. But we will get going on this. And if you watched my earlier video with this tree, this kind of shows you the difference in how it can look when you layer it and cut all the different sizes of tree and still use the same foil. This has the Melon Mambo and the Granny Apple Green. And this one is just solid Granny Apple Green. And I have gone through the die cut emboss machine, Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, with that painted texture folder that I showed you. And it really gives the tree a nice texture, don't you think? And then I've added the little baubles that come in that Merriest Trees set. So we will do that and go ahead and mount this on our card base. And it's a Granny Apple Green base, as I said. Non-traditional Christmas colors. I like doing things that aren't the traditional red and green. I like that too. Everybody's got there's a place for every color and every holiday, right? But I really enjoy kind of changing things up, and pink and green is not your typical combo, but I really like it. Hope y'all do too. And you do pay attention there. Of course, they have all kinds of little greetings: tidings, tree, Christmas time, Santa, reindeer. So make sure your font is going the correct way, up and down. And I did not get my little cardstock straight there. I'm going to fix that with my bone folder. There we go. Now, see what a nice texture that is? Isn't that pretty? Love that. Love that vibrancy of the pink with the green. All right, we're going to just, since I've already embossed this, we are going to just go ahead and pop it up with our Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm just going to stick one at the top. Just kind of stick some on. You don't want it going flat. That's part of the fun, is having it raised up when your recipient gets it, right? And I'm not going to put any right here because I've got that little basket underneath, but I think this ought to be plenty to hold it up. And we'll just get those off. You can use your fingernails to pull these off, or you can use your Take Your Pick tool, whichever one works for you. One of those is just being cranky. Not wanting to come off there. And I still don't have that card exactly straight. I don't know what I did there. Need to move that over just a little bit. And now I'm a little bit crooked on the side, but I don't think anybody's going to notice. We're going to have such festivity going on. All right. I'm going to leave room for that little basket at the bottom and leave room for the star on top. And I will, this is how the dies come in that Merriest Trees bundle. The die cuts all of these at once, and they're made to layer on just like that on your tree. And I just kind of like going back and forth instead of straight across. I kind of tend to, that's the way I kind of decorate my tree, is swooping up and down. And I have these on adhesive sheets. I mounted the Melon Mambo foil onto adhesive sheets, and that's why they're already pre-sticky. And the foil comes in Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green, and that's how I came up with this color scheme for the card. So you've got these going back and forth between each layer. I'm going to go up just a little bit on that. Peel this off. And if you got the retreat in a box, all the pink ones are done with adhesive sheets. I did not think about it on everything, on all the cards. I think we're going to have at least 16 cards. And I made 12 sets of each. So that was a lot of die cutting. And I just did not think about the adhesive sheets in time to do everything. But definitely these pink little baubles are. All you do to get these on an adhesive sheet, you just cut the adhesive sheet a little bit smaller than whatever you're going to be using to die cut on, and peel the backing off, and then just stick it to the back of this foil or whatever you're adhering it to. And that way, when you run it through the die cutting machine, you'll just peel the backing off of the dies after they're cut, and it'll already be sticky on the bottom, which is great. Okay, now we're gonna just pop this up at the bottom. And tuck it underneath. And that's kind of like, I don't know what those are called, little, like a different kind of tree stand that have really been popular, I think, lately. Okay, we are going to put the little star on top, and there's a 2-step star. And let me see if I've got any comments right at the moment. We can decide if we want the pink star like that, pink on the background and silver on the top, or if we want silver on silver. So there's the silver on silver if we mount it straight, which is pretty, and that's what I did on this original one. So I guess on this one, just to be different, we can go ahead and put the pink with the silver. And I'm just going to glue carefully. You don't want the glue going onto the foil. So just barely put little bitty dots on each corner and in the center of the star. And try not to wiggle it around, just do it straight like that. I dropped my cup, knocked it off with my little, and that smeared the glue onto my foil when I reached down to pick that up. But I guess that's a good time to demo that for you, right? That you can sometimes get that glue right off the foil if you get it quickly, if you're on a small area like this. So I'm going to hold that together a little bit to let that dry. And then we will use a mini dimensional to pop this up right on the very top of the Christmas tree. One of the merriest trees around because it's pink and green, right? Okay, now we just like our inside and our little banner. Okay, we're going to just bring this whole thing over. Hopefully not right in your way, your viewing area. Okay, we're going to use Melon Mambo and stamp the love and joy. And you, of course, could stamp Merry Christmas or whatever you have that will fit on the little banner, or you can change up where I put the banner and do it a different way. Totally up to you. It's your card. You get to create it your way, right? That's kind of messy. Move that. Okay, let's get these up so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I've just got the Love and Joy that comes in the Merriest tree set. And y'all be sure and remember that the stamp set, sometimes the image on the front is smaller than the actual stamp set inside. So this one is, the images are at 80%. So you have to look at them to see if something's going to fit like on a particular label or on the portion of the card where you want it, etc. Because you can't judge by the front. All right, we're going with Love and Joy in Melon Mambo. Then we're going to do the inside of the card with, let's see, I've got another piece of white here somewhere. Somewhere in between the last video and this video, my other piece of white disappeared, and this one's got a little crease on it. Let's see if we can, no, we just stamped on the other side. That'll be fun. Okay, we're going to move this one out of the way and see if we can get this where y'all can see everything. There we go. Thanks for bearing with me there. Okay, we're going to do some little pink packages. And I think I'm going to do this one a little bit different than I did the other one. We're going to have package. Nah, I'm not. I'm going to do what I did on the other one. I think we're going to see. We've got a cute little "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." How can you just look at that without singing it, right? But I don't really have a singing voice that y'all want to hear, so I'm trying to resist giving you a little tune with it. I think we're going to do it a different way. We're going to just put it up there. So we have "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" right there. And then we're going to make a little border at the bottom. We're just going to go underneath. I think we're going to try it right up there. I'm just going to do right here a little package and another little package. I'm going to go ahead and stamp off on this one so that makes it a little bit lighter. Kind of almost a lighter pink. And we're going to use the little bow topper with the granny apple green. I'm going to use that over here on top of that package. And then we're going to wipe that off. Then I'm going to switch to Lemon Lime Twist, which is kind of a lighter version of the granny apple green. I'm going to set that aside. Do the Lemon Lime Twist. And we're going to do a couple of these cute little stars. Let's see, do I need a third set? Do I need a couple more in like that maybe? And that could be at the top, it could be at the bottom, it could be on the side, it could be wherever you want it to be. It's your card, right? You get to create it however you want. Okay, I'm going to go with this little same bow topper. And there are two different bows, but I haven't figured out how to make the ribbon look good unless you have a solid bottom that's dark enough, because this has little ribbon hanging down. So I haven't played with it enough to figure that out yet. So we're going to, I think that's going to be it with that. I'm going to take our little light granny apple green or dark granny apple green. I think we'll go with dark granny apple green. And I'm just going to kind of attach that bow to a ribbon, an imaginary ribbon that's going on this little package. And remember, your blends are going to spread a little bit further than if you were doing it with the Stampin' Write marker, which I could use the marker, but I put blends in the supply list, so that's what I'm sticking with, but you could use either one. Okay. And then we'll put a little bit of light granny apple green with the bullet point right here, like every other stripe, because why not? Let's make it vivid. And that probably should have been at the bottom, I think. But see, this is the way I did it the first time, and I didn't like those little things, but I'll show you another option for the inside that I did on this card. Here's how that one looks with it at the bottom, which is cute. I just wanted to show you something a little different. And so that's ready for the inside. Our banner is ready, except we just have to go around with the granny apple green. And I would use the bullet point on this one too. and just kind of freehand it. It does not have to be perfect. I'm just trying to kind of go between the little dotted lines that come out on the Stylish Shapes dies. Try to make that even up there. And then we're just going to chop it off straight. And I'm going to try to line that up on my grid paper a little bit right there. And whoops, didn't do a very good job there, did I? Okay, let's try that. See if we like it. I'm going to put it over there. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do a line on this end. Even though it's not going to have the little dots, I don't think your brain is going to connect those dots. I think it will connect the dots, and just you'll think that it's there like it is on the other one. All right, we're going to pop that up with our dimensionals. Move that over. That is sticking out just a little bit. We're going to move that a bit. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you watching and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And you can subscribe or like and follow my Facebook page. That's Create with Kelly. And I also have a Create with Kelly crew group that you can post your cards on too. If you get inspired by something that I do, I'd love to see what you come up with, what your ideas are. Let me get these cleaned off really quickly with the chamois so I won't forget and run my arm through them or no telling what. It's just nice to have those cleaned off. Our chamois works just great for that. It makes it really fast and easy cleanup. Okay, so got those all done. And that's all there is to that. We could use a little bit of Wink of Stella on there if you want, like around. I would not do it on the ink that is on the Love and Joy, because it tends to just kind of smear there. But I like the shine to kind of fit with everything else. And if you wanted to pick out one of these words or the ornaments or something to stand out, you could certainly do that. We could say lights. We could light up lights or the ornaments or joyful or whatever we wanted. We could kind of just do like make the ornaments a little shiny right there. You just have to be careful because this is kind of a big brush, so you don't want to totally overdo. You have to use a really light hand if you're going to do something this delicate. Okay. So we're just going to light those up, you might say. We'll see. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. I'll hold it up in just a second when I finish that. Can you see that little detail of the ornaments? Isn't that pretty with all of this? Love it. Love it. Love it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay. And now you've got room to write your little note right there. You got packages under a tree. I thought about putting these packages, making those just a separate border down here. And I think that would be cute too. So, but we'll just stick these on the inside for right now. And we will let you go. We are already, now we've got 2 cards done out of 16, I believe. We may have a few more. So we'll see. I will be doing videos of all of them. I don't know if they will all be public or some will be private just to the people who bought the tutorials. But if you do want to buy the PDF tutorial for the whole set, it'll have the measurements and supplies. I'm not going to go into detail on how to make each one since I will be doing videos. But we have that option. We also have a couple of different ribbons that we could use with this. You've got the silver basket down there, so you could use a silver one if you wanted a little silver bow. And let's see how we like that. I didn't do a very good job at keeping that straight, did I? There we go. That works. Get it like you want it, and then you can pull both the tail and the little loops like that. Chop that off a little bit more. And you could put like a little silver bow down there. Y'all can see if you like the silver bow or the green bow better. And the metallic green is actually Parakeet Party metallic woven ribbon. And the silver is from the silver and gold pack that I don't think I have that on here, but it's in these are online exclusives. And the Parakeet Party is in the annual catalog. So we could go either way with that silver ribbon or the green ribbon, or you could leave the ribbon off altogether and make your fun, simple little card like that. Isn't that cute? So you could do a lot of those, and I would recommend if you're going to do multiples to actually die cut everything first and then run all of your, however many, if you're going to do 20, then take 20 of these card fronts and run them all through the embosser and like cut 20 of the trees and cut 20 of these and do it that way. It'll go much faster if you do it that way. And I wanted to point out the holographic paper here. Do y'all like the silver ribbon or the green ribbon better? We could just want to see what you think. But you can see the holographic. It really picks up the light and picks up a lot of different colors. It's kind of like a prism or something, holograph. And that's what the silver foil paper is. It's from that holographic trio. That's 12 by 12. So thank you for, I appreciate the comment there. Glad you like it. Hope everyone enjoyed making this card, and hope you will tune in for more of my creative ideas and inspiration. And please shop with me using the host code at the bottom. I really appreciate your business. I'm a small business. It's just me, and I'm trying to make a living. So I appreciate you helping out. Thanks again for tuning in. If I don't see any questions that I need to answer right now, but I hope you'll pass this on to your crafty friends and let them watch the replay. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.